Hey guys, TwoFace here, and welcome to the Community Showcase, the show where we take popular map makers from the game Hocus and ask them to show us their favorite of their own tracks. On today's episode, we have JacksterBro. JacksterBro is known for making quite a wide variety of levels, from techie to flowy to everything in between, and usually they're pretty beautiful as well. Now, I would like to go ahead and apologize. On today's episode, I forgot to adjust volume levels when I recorded, so I actually had to do a bunch of compression trickery to get JacksterBro to be able to be heard. I really apologize for this inconvenience, but anyways, let's get started with the episode. Hey Jackster, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going all right. Just kicking it, hanging out, doing whatever I feel like, chilling with the JacksterBro. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to have you on the show. A lot of people really like your tracks. Definitely reached out to you. I really didn't have like a ton of experience with your tracks until like a certain time, and then I was like, oh wow, these tracks are all really good. I should ask. And then I saw you on lobby and I was like, now's the time. So I decided to ask you. But what's that?
I was pretty surprised you asked me to come on, honestly.
Yeah. Your reaction was you're like, I don't wanna, and I'm like, oh no, you got this. It was fine. We're here now though. We're good. We're golden. So I got some questions for you then.
Yeah, go for it.
So do you have any other games that you played before Hocus that inspired you to make tracks in the game?
Absolutely. Probably started with Tony Hawk and went into the game shop to buy memory cards just because they had so many maps.
Tony Hawk's like a great place to pull inspiration from for this game.
Yeah. Like basically any game with an editor or any building sandbox games, pretty much played them all. Well, not all obviously, but as many as I can. Yeah. Trackmania is the biggest one. Been playing Trackmania since 2010, 2009.
Dang. Yeah, I was a little late to the Trackmania game, unfortunately. I ended up not really liking my experience too much, but I think it was a little bit of a unique case, so I'd be willing to give it a go again. The one on Epic's free, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. There's the newest one is free, which is like a subscription thing.
Oh, I see.
You get like some monthly tracks, and I'm not really sure why they did it like that, but it's insane anyway. But I don't know, there's something about this game that I just can't stop playing for some reason.
Oh yeah, Hocus is addicting as hell. Everyone says it's like a drug game. Like once you start, you can't stop.
It totally is.
How did you find out about Hocus?
Honestly, like most people, the Khan videos for me particularly, but all the YouTubers like Osmo and that. Yeah.
So Khan was the first channel you saw it on?
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching Khan videos for ages because it seems to just play all the games he plays. Weirdly enough, not like I'm just some sort of follower.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I've been subbed to Khan for quite some time too, because I was a scrap mechanic guy for a bit there. But
I've played so much scrap mechanic.
A lot of people that I have on here are like, or a lot of people that I've been talking to lately anyway, have all said that the YouTube algorithm was like, and here's a Dapper video. So I'm actually a little bit surprised to hear Khan, because a lot of what I've heard lately has been Dapper. So cool.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I found it from Khan, so just to be clear. Let's see.
I only found Dapper because of the Hocus videos.
I see.
Yeah. It's nice to have on in the background, whilst you're building away and stuff.
For sure.
Pretty nice.
Do you have any map makers who inspire you to make tracks, or that you'd like to just give like a shout out to or anything like that?
And there's so many good builders in this game. Which obviously you've got. I think my favourite would have to be. Oh, you can't say a favourite, can you? That's just like.
I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm not gonna ask you to.
I'd split my favourites between like Cornshot, Richie, and Mackie, and Billy. Just obviously, I mean, I know you've already had them on, but I'd say they're like the OG creators in this game, because you can't really you can't really go through a lobby without seeing some of their maps.
Definitely.
And obviously Code World, he's got too many maps. He's got way more maps than me, which is crazy. But,
Is this gonna be a better time? I don't think it is. No.
I mean, there's so many creators like Llama, Cord, Saint Nick.
I'm not gonna lie. The first Llama track I played, which I think may have been his first track, I think it was called Hay Bale Madness or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's all just timed hay bales to be as much of a nuisance as possible. And I was like, is this really the quality of maps we're getting in Zapekist these days?
Yeah.
And I was mad at him. I even told him this the other day. I think he was in Ronan's stream, and I was like, Llama, I want to apologize to you because you made a banger map the other day, and I was mad at you for so long for that first map you made or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I get it. And I'm like, yeah.
There is so many good map makers.
There really is, yeah. It's
You're not gonna run out.
which is great for me.
Yeah, you've got so many people to interview, especially yourself. You're gonna have to just talk to a mirror or something.
Jeez, yeah. Just look in the mirror. That'll like, not a spoiler because this is just me joking, but I'll just have like that'll be my first face cam video on YouTube.
Yeah. Just interviewing yourself.
Just talking to myself. There won't even be any Zapekist. I'll just be looking in a mirror like, so how'd you find this game? And then I'll flip the camera to be me in the mirror and, con. Just all casual and awkward, like not even an interesting video, just to be a meme.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips and tricks for people who are like aspiring to learn how to build and stuff in Zapekist?
Definitely look at the mods because they just save you so much effort, especially the blueprint mod. I mean, there's only like 2 significant mod makers which are pumping the mods out, like Metal Ted and Thunder Nerd, I believe. But you definitely want blueprints mod if you have to have just one.
Yeah, the blueprints mod is great.
Yeah.
For racing, I like the speed splits mod. That's definitely my favorite one for racing. But
Oh yeah, I mean there's that new Vertex snapping mod that's recently come out.
yeah, a lot of people really like that. I have yet to mess with it enough to learn it fully.
It's good for building pipes, you know, when like all your pipes are off grid and you want to rotate them in weird like directions and stuff.
Right.
It just snaps them together like pretty easily.
That's good. Are you a keyboard main or controller main?
Oh, keyboard all the way.
Are you keyboard on most other games as well, or is it specifically this? Well, I mean, you said you played Trackmania. Does it kind of stem from there?
Yeah. I mean, I've long since let go of a controller. Like, don't know. I use keyboard for everything.
Do you remember what your first maps in Zapekist were?
You are? Sorry.
Do you remember what your first maps in Zapekist were?
I do, yeah. Sideways keeps putting it on the stream. It's really cringy, but yeah.
What is it?
Nice Run, it was called.
Nice Run?
Yeah, it's my first map. I didn't put first map in the title.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Oh, I meant like, sorry, the first map you played in Zapekist, not the first map you made, but that's interesting too.
First map I played was Cornshot's Brambles map.
The Bramble Scramble?
Bramble, that's it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my god. I'm never going back to adventure levels again, sorry Yannick.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Bramble Scramble is great and a classic.
It opened up like what's possible in this game. Like I was looking at other pieces, like it's like a totally different game. Gunshot's maps are.
They really are. They're like kind of a more like unique, kind of almost adventure-esque feeling kind of vibe.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally make a whole like Mario Kart style game with his maps. Really sick.
Gonna photo mode this map. Need to go back to the beginning. Where am I? Ah. Oh, the beginning's right here. I'm dumb.
So just like whatever the player can't see, I usually delete just to save on lag.
That's fair. Still nice seeing it from like different angles and stuff. There's also stuff like this little rock with eyes and a mouth and a hat that you don't really notice going by too much, and then now I can stop and zoom in on it. Let the people really cringe.
I have an old map with Google eyes on it, and everyone used to like say, "I've seen a map with a rock with eyes on it," and yeah, Bobby the Rock, Bobby the Boulder, that was it. So, don't know, that's probably 2.0, I guess.
How many tracks have you made for Zapekist now?
On the workshop, I'm at like 190, but I've got so many more tracks that I just don't upload because, don't know, I find them annoying basically.
That's fair. I mean, you're not the only one. Do you try hard at all for your author times, or do you just finish them and launch them?
A lot of my author times are a bit embarrassing. I just want to get the map out there usually.
That's how I am. The only thing that I even put a little bit of effort into for my author time was my latest track I made for the Kick Your Clutch lobby. Because I was like, well, it's going to be competitive, so I want to find what the competitive line on this is going to be so that people know what to expect for like the good time. Felt more like an informational thing. But normally I just put down a time and I'm like, I don't care.
Right. Yeah. This was actually my second collab with Not That Guy. We've made 3 so far, and I don't know, because I know it's been shown to another person in the editor, I don't know, I just put 110% effort.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's kind of like how Billy and Richie made their track together. Was like they both kind of were just like, well, someone else is going to be seeing this, so I better try hard.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they tried as hard as they did, and it was a lag map.
Yeah, that's basically what's happened to the canyon map for the ZSL.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first like competition map I've ever done. So.
Oh yeah, didn't you say you weren't gonna post that for some reason?
No, it's posted.
Okay, I'm confusing someone else.
Talking about was a jet ski map.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that canyon map is a bit laggy for me because I've not got a very good computer at the minute.
Fair.
I do try and make them, well, I don't know, at least 60 FPS on my screen.
Well, that's good. A lot of map makers don't take that into consideration. I'm really lucky, and I have like, well, I mean, I work in tech, so it's like I feel like I should have a good computer, but I have a pretty decent computer, so I don't really ever have to worry about FPS in this game especially, but it definitely is not a optimized game. There are definitely some frame rate issues.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of ways to stop your map from lagging. Obviously, delete what people can't see when they're driving, because hardly anyone actually goes in photo mode.
Man.
They just, as soon as they're on a lobby, they just want to get a good time.
Right. Do you typically come up with your themes before you do a track, or do you build the track and then make the theme?
Honestly, I just build the layout. Like, I've got this workshop sort of level with a load of cut out parts of tracks, and I usually just slap some of them together, rotate and paint them a different color. Don't know.
So you like have a bunch of like features pre-built basically that you know that you like to have, and then you choose what features you want.
So I've got like these track modules that I usually just stick together, and
that makes sense. It's really, really interesting actually to hear all the different ways people end up like making their tracks. I've yet to hear that one. That's a really good idea.
I mean, it saves time, but I mean, it makes your maps a bit samey. So with this,
aren't your maps kind of always a bit samey though? Like not yours specifically, but like everyone's. Like isn't people develop a style? You know what I mean? And then your tracks kind of end up feeling the same anyway, just because you have a style. This is just a way to like speed up that process, really.
I mean, the mountains in the back of like 80% of the maps, everybody's seen 1,000 times. don't know. I really like my mountains.
They are nice, I gotta say.
They're only like 3 pieces.
They're crisp and lag-free.
Make your own different skybox, I guess.
Yeah, you don't see many people doing that. And I mean, mountains would be the way to go.
It is definitely helpful if somebody else can do the layout. Like, not that guy made the layout for this, and that just saved me so much.
For the track.
I'm definitely the worst for layouts. Well, I struggle with them.
It's hard to get like a good sense of like track flow sometimes. There's that mod that's like, it shows you the lines you took when you were making the map, but I can't remember what it's called right now.
The Trails mod.
The Trails mod, yeah. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That one helps me get flowy bits. But yeah. Thanks for racing with me, dude. It was fun.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Well,
I'm glad to be on.
yeah. Awesome. Glad to have you. Well, that's all we got for you guys. Bye.
Bye.
That's all I got for you today, guys. If you have any ideas or suggestions for what you might like to see in the next show, please go ahead and leave it down in the comment section below. I do read all the comments. And as per usual, I will have all of the tracks in today's episode linked in the description. So thanks for watching. Bye!